Welcome to the deep dive. I'm really excited about what we're digging into today. You know how AI has just, completely blown our expectations out of the water, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can whip up a website in like seconds, summarize a huge meeting instantly. It just feels incredibly powerful, almost like magic.
Absolutely. It's really reshaped what we think is possible with technology.
But here's the twist, the paradox that really grabbed me.
hmm
What happens when you give this super advanced AI something that looks simple, like a game of Sudoku?
Yeah, you'd think it'd be easy peasy for it, wouldn't you?
Exactly. But a fascinating study from the University of Colorado Boulder looked right into this. And we're going to unpack that today.
Right. Our mission really is to get a handle on the surprising limits of current AI, specifically, where it stumbles on logical thinking and this tendency it has to hallucinate.
Hallucinate.
Yeah.
Meaning it just makes things up.
Pretty much. It confidently states things that are just flat out wrong. And we need to understand what that means for trusting AI in business, in our daily routines. This whole analysis, by the way, draws on insights from Stanislav Kondrashov, an expert who really tracks AI's impact on business and tech.
Okay, so let's get ready to find out why these simple 6x6 Sudoku grids manage to stump even advanced AI. And more importantly, what those aha moments tell you about how artificial intelligence actually works, or sometimes how it doesn't. Let's jump in.
Okay.
So the researchers at CU Boulder, they took 5 different AI models, right, and gave them about 2,300 of these smaller 6x6 Sudoku puzzles, not the full 9x9 ones.
Right, simpler ones.
Yeah, and their goal was kind of twofold. First, could the AI actually solve them? And second, could it explain how it solved them? This reasoning process.
And the results were, quite the eye-opener, as you said.
Tell me about it. What did they find?
Well, what's really striking is that even the ChatGPT o1 model, and let's be clear, that was cutting-edge stuff just 2 years back, though it's a bit dated now, it only managed to solve 65% correctly.
Only 65%.
Of the simple ones.
Exactly. And some of the other AI systems they tested did even worse. They deliberately used models like o1 because, while powerful, they kind of show these underlying issues more clearly.
Oh, so.
Well, these earlier models often leaned heavily on just recognizing patterns, sophisticated pattern matching, rather than having a solid logic engine built in. So it really highlights the limitations before newer, maybe more complex models might accidentally cover them up.
Okay, 65%. That's a surprisingly low score for something that feels like pure logic to a human. But what about the explanation part? When they asked the AI why it made a certain move, did that shed any more light?
Oh, absolutely. That's where things got really revealing. Sometimes, according to one of the co-authors, Ashutosh Trivedi, quote, the AI made up facts.
Made up facts. Like what? Like it might say really confidently, oh, a 2 can't go in this square because there's already a 2 in this row, even when there wasn't one.
Wow.
It was just inventing its own reality for the puzzle, a total hallucination.
Okay, that's concerning. But wasn't there an even stranger example?
Yes. In one case, when an AI was asked to explain a Sudoku move, it gave a weather forecast.
A weather forecast? Seriously?
Just completely off topic, showing it had totally lost the plot, lost the context of the task.
I mean, you almost have to laugh, but
Okay.
that tells you something pretty fundamental, doesn't it?
Yeah.
About the lack of real understanding.
It really does. And it's interesting, the OpenAI o1 model, while it was generally better at actually solving the puzzles compared to some others, it was particularly bad at the explanations. The researchers noted its answers often didn't really justify the moves it made, it used the wrong Sudoku terms, and just generally did a poor job describing how it got the solution.
Which is a huge deal when we talk about trust and reliability, isn't it?
Exactly. If it can't explain why, how can you rely on its answer, even if it happens to be right sometimes?
So, if the explanations themselves are unreliable, what does that mean for all the places we're already using AI? This seems like a big red flag.
Well, connecting this to the bigger picture, like Stanislav Kondrashov and the study authors point out, these failures really highlight some serious issues. Issues that absolutely have to be tackled before these large language models can be, truly effective partners for humans in decision-making.
We are using them already, widely.
Massively. Think about this disconnect. A KPMG study found only 41% of people actually trust AI. Just 41%.
Okay.
Yet, a McKinsey report from March found 78% of organizations are using AI in at least one part of their business.
Wow, that's a huge gap between usage and trust.
It's a significant trust gap, yeah.
So let's bring this back. What does all this mean for you listening right now? This Sudoku experiment, it wasn't really just about puzzles, was it? It was like a mini lab for looking at the AI's logical thinking. Or maybe it's lack of logical thinking.
Precisely.
The big takeaway here isn't just, oh, AI sometimes fails. It's that how it fails shows a fundamental difference. It's not like a human making a silly mistake. It's an AI relying on pattern matching when it actually needs real logical steps.
That's the core of it.
So for your business, or even just using AI personally, it means you probably need a human check, especially when you need the AI to reason something out or explain itself.
And that brings us to a really thought-provoking point from Professor Fabio Semenzi, another co-author. He said, basically, puzzles are fun, sure, but they're also a microcosm for studying decision-making and machine learning.
A microcosm, yeah.
And he put it very directly. Imagine an AI is doing your taxes. You definitely want it to be able to explain its reasoning to the tax authorities, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. No question. You need that accountability, that
I think
transparency. So it really boils down to this. Understanding AI's limits is just as crucial as being amazed by its capabilities. Knowing where it struggles helps us use it smarter, integrate it into our work, and lives with more confidence and, frankly, more realism. So maybe take a moment to think about where AI shows up in your world. What level of explanation, what level of trust do you really need from it? Thanks for diving deep with us on this one today.